Hello and welcome back to Talk SCB, and yes, it is another video. Hello, I'm still here. And basically, guys, it was just a great game, wasn't it? It really was quite a fun game against Eibar. It was a really poor first half, followed up by an outstanding second half with 3 brilliant goals. So there really is a lot to analyse and a lot to talk about. And one of the things that I've come here in this video specifically to talk about is Xavi Hernandez. Now, earlier on in the week, I sent you guys a question and I asked you whether you thought Luis Suarez should start in the Clasico, and I must say, the response you've all given me has been absolutely brilliant. There's been some outstanding opinions, saying yes, saying no, and you've got some really good reasons as why maybe Suarez should start or maybe he shouldn't. And I've got another question for you here, and I hope that I get the same response, because it's a very, very big question, and one that has been given tonight some real thought. Should Xavi Hernandez start in the Clasico? Now, that is a question that a few weeks ago I wouldn't have thought I'd be asking, because of course over the summer Xavi has been linked with the move away. You know, we didn't really know whether he would be here, whether he'd still be at the club, whether he'd be in a coaching role. He's not past it. We have seen that throughout the season. When he's been used, Xavi has been excellent. Really, really excellent. And, you know, we know Xavi for what he is. We all love him. He's that guy, isn't he? He's a quiet guy. He's very, very humble. He goes about his work silently. He's got that elegant touch. And nothing about him gets old, does it? His passing, his crisp passing. He controls the game. And he's really something, isn't he? He's just a great, great guy to have around the club. I'm so glad he's still with us, and every time he plays you do get a real sense of he's just a legend. He is a club legend, and he's someone we'll always remember as being one of our very best ever players. But the question is, he's still got it, so should he be in the Clasico? Now, like I did with Suarez, there's some good points here to say yes, and there's also some good points to maybe why he shouldn't. Because the first big question, of course, if you do say yes, he should start in the Clasico, where exactly does he fit in? We've got so many options this season. We've got a really great squad at our disposal, and of course, Ivan Rakitic has been one of our revelations of the season. We brought him in from Sevilla in the summer, and he has settled in absolutely brilliantly alongside Andres Iniesta. And of course, you've got Sergio Busquets in the holding midfield role. So where exactly would Xavi fit in? Now, that's the first question. It's very, very difficult to actually fit him in. You know, you'd have to take out Rakitic. Some people are saying maybe take out Iniesta, and I honestly don't know, and I honestly couldn't call it. I mean, I really want to see Xavi in the Clasico, I must admit. I thought tonight he was outstanding. I thought everything he did was very, very good. He showed that he still had the control. He still had the elegant touch. He showed some brilliant skills, close control, very, very calm in his passing, and he's exactly the kind of guy you want in a high-pressured game when it really, really matters, when the stakes are very high. Xavi Hernandez always steps up to the occasion. So there is certainly some very, very big points pointing to maybe a start in the Clasico, but then there's also some points like the fact that Ivan Rakitic has been so good this season that maybe Xavi Hernandez won't start. Now, looking at Luis Enrique's team selection, I would honestly say that probably Xavi will start on the bench in the Clasico, simply because in the big games this season, Luis Enrique hasn't gone with the maestro. But I just don't know. Tonight we saw some things from Xavi which we haven't seen from him. You know, there's a lot of people saying he's past it now, he's old, he hasn't got the fitness. And like I said on Twitter earlier, every time he's played this season, he's completed the 90 minutes. There's nothing at all wrong with his stamina, there's nothing at all wrong with his fitness. He's always got pass completion levels, he's always got the intensity in his game. He's a very, very good performer on every single level. And he was brilliant. He runs as well, you know, he got the work rate, and I just see at the moment Xavi looking at his very best. And I remember last season at some point, there was a few criticisms of Xavi, and everyone was saying, you know, oh, he's maybe past his best now, he's getting on. But the thing is, he played against Man City in those two legs in the Champions League, two of our biggest games of the season, and he ran the show. I remember the game very, very clearly. A lot of speculation going into it, whether he should be playing. He played the games, and he completely controlled it. He killed off Man City on his own. And it's that type of thing which makes you think, you know, it makes you think, should he start? And that's the question I'm asking you guys. Should he start in the Clasico? If not, then explain why. If you think he should start, then also explain why. And I've got to admit here, I'm sitting on the fence. I'm not really sure whether he should or not, because if he does start, who do you take out? That's the question. So if you are thinking about starting Xavi, let me know you take out the team and why. And it's going to be a really interesting thing to see who comes out on top here. Will he start or won't he? That's the question I'm asking you guys. Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks in advance for all your opinions. I really appreciate you getting involved, and I'll try and answer as many as I can as well. Thanks for watching as always. Please leave this video a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you very soon in the next video. Visca El Barça.